Welcome back to the We Speaks podcast. Dr. Mike is back and Dr. B is back. Episode 3. How are you today, Dr. B?
I'm good today, man. How about you, Dr. Mike?
Well, I'm also doing very good today. Today I got many hours in on my Instagram reels, so this week is off to a good start, you know.
Nice, man. Nice, man. Love to hear that. We have a new guest
Yes.
today. Dr. Northhouse. Indeed.
Thank
Do you
you,
want to
Dr. Berger.
introduce yourself?
Dr. North.
Yes. I can introduce myself. My name is Dr. Northhouse. I have a PhD in nursing studies. I have around 10 PhDs, but I'm only gonna name a few of them. So first one is nursing studies. Second one is pharmaceutical medicine. I also have a PhD in global healthcare, biomedical studies, mental healthcare, alternative medicine, physiotherapy, and health science. I also have a PhD in immigrant studies and to think how they think. In my free time I like stoning homeless people and driving boat.
Driving boat. I like
Nice,
that.
man.
Yes, and the Instagram reels. But stoning homeless people and harassing Palestinians is being in the wrist. Love being in the wrist. And yeah, currently I live in Oslo, Norway. I used to live in California, in the United States of America, but ever since Obama was elected, I chose to move because I couldn't live with that.
Black guy as president.
Yeah,
He's not my president.
any chief. Yeah, I have a lot of money. I work at Mani, and that's not where the money comes from, though. But I have very much money, very much.
Nice, man. Thank you so much. You know the famous saying, Obama made me racist.
Yeah, and he
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
He did. He made me very racist.
Yeah.
But of course, it's okay. I don't live there anymore, so
Yeah.
fuck off.
Yeah, man. Nice. The first segment of today, Mike. What would that be?
Well, of course, we have the most brilliant doctor in the world together with us on the podcast today. So we should probably start off with talking about a bit of health, So, Mr. Northhouse, you
Yes.
said you like driving boats.
Yes.
But do you like the ocean?
No, I do not. The ocean is a one-way ticket to getting cancer, because every time you bathe in the ocean, the chances of getting cancer, AIDS, HIV, gonorrhea, and lots of other sicknesses increases by 250%.
Wow.
Now that's a lot. That's a lot. And you also have to think about, down in the Middle East, that's where the cancer comes from. Because a certain group down there bathe a lot in the Mediterranean Sea. And what happens then is their cancer cells go out into the water and infect the fish. But it also comes up to, say, Norway, and you can get infected, and you don't want that. It's spreading like cancer. Since they have a lot of dirty, sex, that's viruses. Those viruses also spread through the ocean up to us. So that's why you don't want to bathe. Every time you jump in the ocean, 250%, bam!
Wow.
The dirty sex.
Yes, because they are dirty people. They are nasty people.
I was thinking more along the lines like, is it because the dirty sex is like they have sex with goats and chickens?
And men. goats, men,
And men.
chicken, tigers, probably, porcupines, you name it. Everything down there is a vagina.
Wow. I didn't know that. Thank you for enlightening us.
No problem.
Wow. What about you, Mike? Do you
also-
like bathing in the sea?
Yeah, Mike.
No, because I seen a lot of scary shit. Not scary, because I'm not scared of anything, but a lot of fucking weird shit down in the ocean, man. It's like, you know how they get around in the ocean? They don't fucking walk. They wiggle their body. Like,
Yeah.
what kind of retarded creature is that?
What about you, Dr. Burger? What do you think?
Yeah, so I was fishing one time, and I got this stupid ugly fish on my hook. You know what it yelled to me? It yelled AIDS
No.
and heave. Yeah. And it
And that's
had
because
this
it has
fucking thing on his back. Radar detector.
So, Dr. Burger, what you are saying is that the fish is a Russian spy.
Yeah, if it's Russian or from the Middle East, to look out for
What about Africa, maybe?
yeah.
No,
Also,
Africa don't have that technology.
ah,
They
that's-
still
yeah,
build
I'm
their house of sand.
But
And what-
maybe it had a
no.
straw radar. A radar made out of straw. Or grass.
I don't
No
know if they
grass in
have
Africa,
grass
man.
in Africa. Isn't that just desert?
Oh,
all
okay,
over?
a sand radar. Sand.
Yeah, and they make their boats out of stone. I think. Isn't that
Yeah,
true?
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it was probably a Russian spy fish.
Yeah, it could be. It could be 100%.
Absolutely. Fuck the ocean, man.
Yeah, the ocean's a dark, scary place. And you know how many people have died in the ocean? So many. And, you know, when people die, bacteria comes from the corpses.
Mm.
And also fish die in the ocean. And those bacteria, they spread throughout the entire ocean. You can get sick just bathing, you know? And get
Yes.
cancer.
Yeah.
I heard one bathe in the ocean is equal 1 day of the flu. So we just stay away from the ocean, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was one time I tried to bathe in the ocean, and I went to my doctor, and he just put me on chemo, right then and there. He just said, he just said, yeah, you're fucked, man, and I just went straight on chemo, and it worked. You know, I didn't have to. I had to. I lost all my hair, but it was getting long, so it was basically a free haircut. But it worked.
Yeah.
Now I'm free of ocean cancer.
Nice.
But
Man.
where was the cancer going? Did the doctor tell you?
My ball sack.
Talking about the ocean, I was scrolling my Instagram reels and I saw this stupid bitch called Greta Thunberg wanted to sail to fucking Gaza.
I saw it. She was luckily captured by the supremacist Jewish government of Israel, and not that I like Jews or anything, but luckily she was taken, and shalom to that.
Shalom.
But I never heard such stupid shit come out of anyone's brain, you know. You want
She's,
to sail down there on the ocean? You might as well get feet cancer
Yeah,
in your home country. What the fuck? And she's
and
wasting
skin cancer.
skin cancer too from the fucking sun. I mean,
Yeah, and the sun reflects on the cancerous water, which makes the sun even more cancerous.
Yeah.
Because the cancer cells in the water are coming up from the water because of the sun.
and
Wow.
she's wasting. She's like Somali. She's wasting taxpayer money because now the government needs to get her home. You know,
Yes. She's a
Jesus,
stupid bitch.
man. Yeah.
she bitch.
Dr. Berger, what do
Yeah.
you think about Thunberg?
Oh, I think natural selection should take care of him. Her. Sorry. Easily confused, you know. you know, you know. So, uh,
Wink, wink.
so if she dies, it's probably for a good cause.
I agree on that.
Yeah.
That stupid bitch doesn't need to live anymore.
No.
Let's not talk about the stupid bitch anymore. Let's
I
move
get
on
very
to something else.
angry. Yeah.
It makes me fucking angry.
Yeah.
Okay, Dr. B, shall we move on to the next topic?
I think so. What is it? Is it money, right?
Of course, it's money. We like talking money. Mr. Northhouse has, I think, to quote you, fuck you money in this bank account.
Yes.
So, but that naturally comes with 10 PhDs. So let's hop right into it.
What can I say? I'm just a money printing machine.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I've been doing some brainstorming, and I come up with a few money metas on how to, like money tips, how to get your money up for all the without money people watching the podcast. So number one, coins are made out of metal,
Yes.
and you can sell the metal to like a metal broker and make money that way. So if we take the coins and we clip the edges of the coins, so we steal. No, we don't steal. We borrow
Yeah, we borrow.
some of the metal of the coins, and then we keep it to ourselves, but the coin is still round like a coin, so no one will suspect that anything is wrong with the coin.
You know what's funny about that?
No.
The Jews. They did that. If you look at old coins from the old times, you can see that has been specifically done. They have cut off small parts of the coin, and they've taken that metal. And the people who have done it, the usual suspects, they're Jews. And that has been scientifically proven.
Sorry, I thought this was a fresh meta. I didn't know the Jews already
every
done
time
it.
every time you think about a new way of making money, just know the Jews have probably done it already.
Okay. So let me think in a non-Jewish way.
Yeah.
How about I go to the store, but before I go to the store, I do a lot of fentanyl, and I use a fake $20 bill to buy my groceries. But then the police will arrive because I used my fake $20 bill. And, I'm only happy when I live off rent. So if the police, tap me and I pass away, maybe my family can get loads of money, sue the police or something, get donations. What do you think of this meta? If you have like a family member that's not doing very well in society.
Probably very, very, very smart. Or if you want to sacrifice some of your family members, super smart. You
yes.
health insurance.
No one's done this before, right?
No, I don't. Or
there has been a case.
One case.
Yes.
One.
His name, you might know him. It was George DeMarcus Floyd.
I heard that name before. Really?
No. He did just that. And what happened was that the cops were, of course, blamed for his death, even though he overdosed on fentanyl, which it says in the death report.
Yeah.
So his family made a ton of money, and
shit.
there was started like this organization was started. It was called something like Black Matter or something. I don't remember.
Black Matter. Yeah.
But the founders of that organization used all of the donators' money to buy mansions across America.
Oh, so it is a good method to get money, but
it's a very, very effective method.
Wow. Some guy already did it before us.
Yeah, George. He was an entrepreneur, I guess you can call him.
Right mind.
Bright
Yeah,
mind.
smart guy, very intelligent.
Bright mind with a bright future.
Yes,
Doctor and engineer
he's
also,
been
probably, I
sober
don't know.
for 5 years.
Sober.
Yes,
Off
and
the
out of
toughest drug in
jail
the
cell.
world. Fentanyl.
Yeah, fentanyl, best thing ever.
Wow.
You know, makes him stay out of a jail cell for 5 years, makes him sober, makes him quiet. You know, those people, they make a lot of noise. But he hasn't attended any barbecues in a long time.
Wow.
But that's probably because of health issues. We don't know.
Yeah. Nice. You have any other metas, Mike?
Maybe if you and your friends good at music, maybe you can wear. I don't know. I think you need to put on a show. You know, if you have good at music, you put on a show. You wear a big hat, and you and your friends play the guitar and trumpet, and one guy sings. You know, maybe that could be a good hustle to
Yeah.
get some money. You know, I don't
Get
think
your
anyone's
friends
done this
group
yet, though.
together and start showing off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
this meta should be safe. I don't think I've ever seen it anywhere.
What would you call it?
Maybe mariachi. Maybe it's got a spicy name, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Still.
that was cool. New invention right there on We Speaks.
Yeah.
Could be a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. You all listeners of this podcast should probably try that. I think.
Yeah,
Might actually try it myself,
Okay.
but you know, I'm casually too tired sometimes. So yeah.
me too.
Yeah.
All those PhDs
Yeah.
made me tired.
Do you guys have any money metas that you discovered?
I have a method. And I do not believe this has been done by anyone before. This is completely new. What you do, okay? You buy like a place, you know, and you put in chairs, tables, you buy cutlery, and then you have a kitchen in there. And then you have like this card reader or you know, a machine, cash machine. And what you do is you make food, and then you exchange the food for money. And people can sit in that place and eat your food for your and buy it with money. And you price it a bit higher than what the food is worth.
And
Excuse me. I think this meta is already used.
No.
no, Mike, because we talked about farming in the last podcast. If you do
Yes.
that first and then open this place where people can eat, it's free money.
It is.
Oh yeah, because the seeds are free.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Try that too.
You know,
Yeah.
while we are on the topic of seeds, I saw something very fascinating, but I don't understand it. So I was wondering if you could help me.
Okay.
I saw something called seedless grapes, but it does not make sense to me because you need seed to grow the plant again. But if you have seedless grapes, they come from seedless grape plant. So where does the seed for the seedless grape plant come from? I don't fucking understand.
Question,
Did
Dr.
you
Mike.
say you rape the plants?
No, I said seedless
That's where the seed comes
grape.
from.
Grape.
That's where the
Oh,
seed. No.
Ah.
No. Let's think about this, because you give your seed to the plant by raping it, and then the plant doesn't need seeds. You give seed
Wow,
by raping.
Mike, Jesus Christ,
Oh.
the genius
So
right
this-
there. 10 PhDs. I can see it now.
So this meta probably came from the Middle East, don't you think?
Yes,
Yeah.
of course. No.
Wow.
That must be it. Over there, it's normal, you know.
Yeah. Happens every second.
Yeah, it does. Fucking hell, they may be onto something over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they see some things we don't see.
They believe in Allah, so I guess they do.
Allah shows them the way.
Shows them that way, you know. While we're on the topic about Allah, let's let the listeners join a contest. Whoever draws Allah the best will win $10.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, or Muhammad.
Yeah, Prophet
prophecy.
Muhammad, Allah. This, it's probably the same anyway. But whoever draws him the best will get their picture and real name posted on the We Speaks podcast,
Of course.
and $10.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I would love that.
Yeah.
And from each, actually.
What?
$10 from everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So $30 total.
$30.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, just post it send us a DM, I guess, and
Yeah.
maybe
So
you'll be
every
the lucky
listener-
winner.
Every listener, just draw a great picture of the Prophet Muhammad, and we will post it on this channel if you win.
With your full name.
Full name, address,
IP
social
address.
security number, maybe,
Yeah. Everything.
and yeah.
Yeah.
Because who
Great
wants
plan.
to win just money? We are no Jews here. We like also to win honor and glory. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
So maybe $30, but probably honor and glory.
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, one last question in the topic of money. Who is the better entrepreneur? Is it Sean Diddy Combs or is it Jeffrey Epstein?
For me, it will be Jeffrey Epstein.
For me as well. Yeah.
Because Diddy was black.
Yeah. You pointed out the obvious,
That makes
but okay. It's okay.
But Epstein was a Jew. So
I did
that
not think
puts him
about that.
down. But you have to think about that Epstein, he built himself from the ground up. He didn't make music like our Lord and Savior Sean Diddy Combs. He built himself an empire in in Hollywood and in that type of industry, and you gotta give him respect for that.
He's a hustler.
Yeah, he's a real hustler. And to top it off, he was murdered in his prison cell. And that must mean something. Somebody knew something that we don't. And I think if I had a talk with him, I could probably make the same amount of money easily. He probably had the method, but he just didn't want to share it with the world. That's what got him killed.
You know
Not
what
the
they
child
say?
touching.
Only the great fall. You look
Mm.
back in history, only the great fall. You know?
The greater they are, the harder they fall.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King, he fell.
Alexander the Great, he fell.
Napoleon,
He fell.
Yeah, that painter from Austria, he fell. And yeah, that's just how it works.
so this time it was Epstein.
Ah.
Diddy has not
Unfortunately.
fallen yet.
No, he's still here in our hearts.
Next segment. Races.
Yes. Oh,
I always look forward to this.
Wow.
yeah, because I have a PhD in this. This is great. This is great.
Yes, this will be
Phenomenal.
incredible.
Yeah.
First race. Fat girls.
No
So,
for
no.
me.
For me.
I will pose you the question. If your daughter is fat, have you failed as a father?
100%.
Yes, period.
Period. No need
You,
to go in more to the topic. I mean, it is a
you as a father, you are the provider, and you work. You buy the food. If your daughter is chubby, ugly, and fat, it's your fault because you buy the food. But it's also her fault because being a woman, she should know she shouldn't eat that much.
Of course.
But not just because she's a woman, but because she's human. She has some sort of intelligence. When I was kid, I knew that okay, maybe I shouldn't have that last piece of chocolate. Just a thought. Same with that last bag of chips. You know?
maybe I should only eat one Big Mac instead of two.
Yeah. Or three. You know? That's we as humans have the intelligence to know that. A dog is fucking retarded, so he doesn't know. But as a human, you should know it, and so I would probably put the blame 75% on the father, but 25% on the child, because if your child eats itself to an early grave, the child is fucking retarded.
Absolutely. I could not agree more, man.
I would put the responsibility on the Jews.
Okay.
Please explain. I'm not think that far yet.
No, because you know, McDonald's, for example, it was a invention by the Jews. Might have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure it was a invention by the Jews.
That might be true.
Yeah. And Burger King.
Just like every other corporation.
Yeah, everything else.
And the Rothschild, you know, they have their Jewish long nail hand on the world. They control everything that happens. When Dr. Mike, for example, got ball cancer, it was the Jews. When Dr. Berger was brutally molested by that black, oily, strong man, it was the Jews. And that's why everything is connected back to them.
Yeah, 100%. I couldn't agree more.
So if you're looking on a short-term basis, it is 75 the father, 25 the fat bitch. But when you look in the telescope, you will find it's the Jews.
Yeah, indeed.
Or the
So before we get to everyone's favorite segment, aka which race is the XXX, I first have a question to ask because I've kind of come up with a new segment, you know?
Oh,
It's called, well, this time it'll be the best thing, sometimes it'll be the worst things, but
okay.
this time it'll be the best things to come out of a country. And I think we can start with a neighbor country, Italy. So, any thoughts? The three best things to come out.
pizza best, three best things. Pizza, Benito Mussolini, and the moped.
Very close to my list, in fact. I was gonna say vegetarian pizza because I don't eat meat. Then I was gonna say, no, I don't eat meat. It gives you stomach cancer. Then I was gonna say,
I disagree heavily on that, but we can get into it later.
yes. Then I was gonna say the Vespa,
Vespa,
of course.
of course.
Then I was gonna say pesto.
Ooh,
fucking
pesto.
Fuck with pesto a lot.
Me too, man.
How about your list, Dr. B?
Pizza, of course, should be on there. Vegan or not, rather be vegan, but pizza. Benito Mussolini, of course, and pesto. That must be the three for me. Yeah.
What about another country, maybe? What about the United States of America?
Ooh, we're doing best or we're doing worst?
Best and worst. Let's take 3 best things and 3 worst things.
Okay. Want to start,
I
Mike?
can start with the
Yeah.
worst. KFC. I've never seen more shit in my life.
No.
And I've never seen how shit can multiply from shit in the way KFC multiplies other stuff. If you know what I'm talking about.
We know.
Niche-referanse.
Trust me, we know. What about the two more worst things?
You take one each.
Okay. Probably the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
Really don't like that. And it also was a scam, the whole thing. Just like Black Matter.
Yeah. I was going to say Black Matter for mine worst. So yeah.
Okay. That's respectable.
Yeah.
And one best thing.
There is not much, but there are a few things.
One thing comes to
Maybe-
mind very quickly. Slavery.
Yes.
Oh, a great invention. Free working power. I don't know.
Free labor.
Yeah, free labor. So
Then-
About if we're talking about money, extremely profitable, insanely profitable.
100%.
Yeah,
What about you?
I was either
Mike?
gonna say slavery or The Godfather, but
Oh,
Godfather. Yeah. I could fuck with that.
yeah,
okay.
mine would was either gonna be the Star Wars movies or the Confederacy of the Southern States.
Nice.
can you
Yes.
give a quick 10 seconds on what that is? Because that was quite a niche reference.
Well, when what is his name again? You know the president, tall. He got shot in the back.
Kennedy?
Lincoln.
Wow.
Lincoln. Almost Berg. Almost. But when Abbey Lincoln got to power in the United States, some people were opposed to that because he banished what you said was the best thing that ever happened to the States, slavery. He banished slavery. He stopped that, which resulted in the American Civil War breaking out. And most of the southern states, which were for slavery, that's what you call the Confederacy. And that was the South. And they were for slavery, and they fought valiantly to save their culture. You know, unfortunately they lost, but there are remnants of that great thinking still in circulation in the United States, which is beautiful.
Absolutely.
Okay, so today
Well,
for the race segment, we'll rate races based on their athletics. So, Mike, who would you put at the least athletic?
Ooh, least athletic. That must be the women.
specific. Okay.
The
So,
black,
Mike, we have
black
to go
African American woman.
No,
Oh,
no, that's wrong.
Really?
That's wrong. See, because for example, Dr. Mike, your ethnicity, the women from your ethnicity, I would say, are the least athletic. So specifically, Chinese or North Korean woman.
Yeah. Because
As we all
number
know.
one, we don't see the North Korean woman.
Oh, little thumbs up there. No, because for everyone who's listening who didn't know this, Dr. Mike is actually an escaped convict from North Korea.
That's true.
Tough story I can share another time, you know.
Yeah. We
not
don't
now.
need your life story
Don't
now,
take it
so it's okay.
Yeah, just shut the fuck up. You know.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's okay.
my fault.
But those would be the least athletic people.
And the
Okay,
most athletic?
should we do
The most?
Yeah,
The
most
most
athletic.
athletic.
I'll do the
That's
most.
not even a question. Hello?
Take it away.
African Americans.
You know,
Or,
I do agree with you, but there's one mistake with your claim.
Okay, what is that?
They cannot swim. How do they win the swimming competitions?
That's true. But see, one shortcoming doesn't make every other overcoming worse, you know?
Oh.
So in general, they are the most athletic. But we, for example, we would beat everyone at swimming if we went to, say, Africa. But you also got to take into consideration down there's crocodiles. We're not familiar with crocodiles.
Oh, that's true.
And they, one of these. And then, but the Africans are familiar with those crocodiles. So maybe they would beat us there because, maybe they can't swim, but maybe they can waddle their way over the water. And we are getting eaten at the same time.
Jump on the crocodiles, you know.
Yeah, and beat them to death with a rock or something.
And then rape the crocodile, I guess. But
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
But how are they so athletic? How did they become so athletic?
Oh, instead of working or like inventing things, they had to run around and get their food.
Run from the wild animals.
Yeah, and run
Because they
over the
couldn't-
border. To jump over the border, they need some athletics.
And jump over the plantation house's fence.
I like that list a lot.
Yeah. Should we just
So-
round it off, Mike?
No, I got one last question for
Oh,
the
okay.
good doctor over here. Mr. Northhouse.
Yes.
I know you're active on Instagram Reels, which I love a lot.
Thank you.
But I accidentally tapped into Facebook one day, and accidentally tapped into your account also.
Oh,
Maybe I
yes.
was doing a bit beforehand research, but let's just call it an accident, you know. And I was looking at the groups you are involved in on Facebook, and one
Okay.
group was called. The group was called "Lobotomize with Rusty Screwdrivers."
Indeed. Yeah, that group, yeah. Yeah, I've been a member for many years now. And I frequently donate as well.
Oh,
I think it's a good cause because it's sometimes better to. Okay, here's an example. Okay, you get wife pregnant, and there's child. Okay, you find out before birth the child is retarded, and then you have the choice. You can either do an abortion and just get your woman to just drop him out, or you can keep it. There's the same reasoning behind that group, because some things are not meant to be made, you know? And that's why I think we should just remove the frontal lobe just to make some of them more, obedient and law-abiding.
Ah,
Absolutely. I see where you're coming from now.
But I also did some research on you, Dr. Mike, before I came here.
Yeah.
And I went through your Instagram, wasn't nothing special. But when I went to your Facebook, that's where I found the good stuff.
Oh, yes.
Because you have, of course, liked a lot of reels on Facebook, which I thought was weird because you watch Instagram reels a lot. But
That was before Reels got released, so
yeah, but you were also a member of a group, and the group was called "Kill All N***s and M***s with a sledgehammer or preferably an axe." So I was wondering, what's your reasoning for being a part of that group? Is there a logical, or is it just for rainbows and sunshine?
no, that was
And I also did some research on Burger. Gonna come into that after you answer, Mike. But
okay, so basically that was, I think I joined that back when Obama became president.
oh,
oh,
Obama made me racist.
of course he did.
me
He did
too.
some monkey shit with the economy, monkey business, I guess. That's the explanation.
Yeah, balloons.
Fair explanation.
Burger. I also did some research on you. See, I found your Facebook as well, and you have been a part of a group since I think 2009, and it was the group was called Execute and Rape all Muslims and non-Aryan people.
100%.
That's great. But what's your reasoning behind that? Tell me.
When you give a thing, I like to think that we need to give it back. So when rape our people, I think we should rape them too.
Okay, great reasoning. Thank you.
Mr. Northhouse, thank you so much for coming and sharing knowledge with us today.
Konnichiwa, Mika.
But we always like to end on a quote. So if you have any last-minute wisdom to share with the world, please, the stage is yours, man.
People love me, and you know what? I've been very successful. Therefore, everybody should love me.
Nice.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for coming on the We Speaks podcast. And in the next episode, there will be more. So stay tuned and We Speaks.
We speaks.
We Speaks.